Teshamevanukampartham aham ajnanajantamah nashayamyatma bhavastho jnanadipena bhasvata. Translation: out of compassion for them, I, who dwell within their hearts, destroy the darkness born of ignorance with the luminous lamp of knowledge. Shree Krishna explained, I will give you knowledge by which you will develop devotion in your heart. Through your devotion, you will attract my grace. And when I bestow grace, dadami buddhi yogam tam, I give you the fine intellect by which you can engage in spiritual practice to reach me. He is elaborating on the previous verse, Tesham ev anukampartham. Then by my anukampa or grace, I bestow the knowledge, I light the lamp of knowledge in your heart to destroy your ignorance. That is the consequence of loving God. One little girl, when her father came back from office, she said, Papa, I have prepared a very special gift for you. The father was eager to know what she was going to give. She handed him a box. He opened the box to discover it was empty. He said, Beti, is this the way to behave? You hand an empty box which has got no value to your dad as a gift. The girl said, Papa, how can you say such mean things? I filled it with all my love and kisses and gave it to you. She had poured her love into it, and that was the important thing. On hearing that, the father melted. Likewise, God too melts in front of the sincere love of the devotees. We discussed yesterday that Bhakti has the power to evoke knowledge. So knowledge or Gyan is the child of Bhakti. Now question was asked that Gyan leads to Bhakti, and again you are saying Bhakti leads to Gyan. So isn't it that same question of which of these two comes first, the chicken or the egg? If you say the chicken comes first, how does it come without the egg? If you say the egg comes first, how does it come without the chicken? So between Gyan and Bhakti, which comes first? Well, the fact is, they both have anyonyashray bhav. You engage in a little Bhakti and you get a little Gyan, which grows your Bhakti further, which grows your realization. Slowly they both keep developing until they reach a peak. The bhakti is complete and Gyan is complete, and then Gyan merges into love at that time. Then the devotee doesn't even remember that God is God, and doesn't even remember the self as the soul. Yashoda only thinks Krishna is my Lala. This is the realm of love in which even the Gyan has got immersed. So here we are just considering this aspect that Shree Krishna says, you engage in my bhakti and I'll bestow grace. And the consequence of grace will be that the light of knowledge will get ignited. There is one knowledge you get from books, but the confusion remains. In fact, it gets enhanced. Shrutir vibhinna smritayo vibhinna naiko munir yasya vachah pramanam. All the scriptures are saying apparently contradictory things. So a theoretical study of them doesn't dispel doubts, it increases them. There's another kind of knowledge that you get from within by God's grace. This is the realization. That kind of knowledge doesn't create doubts, it dispels doubts. Because it displays the truth to you through realization. This is the Dadami Buddhi Yogam. This is the lighting of the lamp of knowledge by the grace of God. So, our mind is in the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And all the knowledge that we achieve through the intellect cannot go beyond Sattva. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam. But beyond these three gunas is something else. That is Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva is the guna of Yogmaya, an aspect of it beyond the Maya. When that arrives in the heart, the darkness gets dispelled. What darkness are they talking about? The darkness of the ignorance of which is a consequence of Maya. That darkness of ignorance cannot go but by grace. Like for example, if there is night in Sugarland and you wish to dispel the night, it's a full moon of Raksha Bandhan, but the night still remains. And there are no clouds, you can see the stars by the millions. They don't have power to remove the darkness. Ask everybody in Sugarland to switch on the lights in their house. It will also not remove the darkness. Rakapati shodashohi taragana samudaya sakala kirinha davalaya ravi binurata na jaye. One sun is all that is required. The moment the sun arrives, the night has vanished. Even if it's a cloudy morning, the night doesn't have the power to remain. Even before the sun arises, the night disappears. Because for the morning walks, what I do is, every day in a different place, I take a look on the mobile, what is the sunrise? And you can estimate half an hour before sunrise, the darkness will start getting dispelled. God is like the sun. Maya is like the darkness of the night. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Krishna Surya Sama Maya Hoy Andhukar. Yaha Krishna Taha Maya Nahi Adhikar. In front of the sun, the darkness cannot stand. Does darkness have the ability to approach the sun? Impossible. So likewise, this Maya cannot stand before God. Vilajyamanaya tasya sthatumiksha pathemuya. The Vedas are doing stuti. It feels embarrassed to come in front of you. So when God's grace, the Yogmaya, the Shuddha Sattva descends in the heart, that is the light, the lamp of knowledge. It will dispel the darkness. You will then not have this kind of flimsy, is it not? It will become clear by realization. Aha! Now I understand. So Shree Krishna is promising Arjun this, that look Arjun, that darkness will never go by your efforts. You cannot dispel the night by using soap and water. There is only one way to do it. These are eternal principles being stated by Sri Krishna. Once, a captain on the deck of the ship, he was shocked to see a light right in front of the course of the ship. And he called his signal man and said, signal to them to veer off 10 degrees to the east. The message came from that, you veer off 10 degrees to the west. He said, signal to them, I am the captain speaking, turn to the east. The message came, I am a first-class seaman, turn to the west. He said, signal him again, I am a battleship, you need to move off. And the message came again, I am a lighthouse, you need to move off. Can you argue with a lighthouse? You can't. You have to accept the reality. Likewise, no matter what we may do, say, try to actually remove ignorance, we need the Jnana Deep of God. And for that, we need to attract His grace. And to attract His grace, we have to engage in Bhakti. That is what Sri Krishna has stated here.